love The Walking Dead, so we went to Sonoy, Georgia to check out a bunch of different filming locations from the show.
It was awesome. We went to Woodbury, we saw Alexandria, a bunch of other places in between, but this place was probably our favorite.
We went to Morgan's apartment, which was featured in Season 3 of Walking Dead. It was on the episode of Clear, which was a crazy episode, where Morgan basically loses his mind after his son passes away.
Yes, and his apartment definitely reflects what jumbled mess is going on in his head.
Absolutely, and the funny thing is, they left the place intact. It is almost as if they just walked out after the shoot. But a funny story, before we got into the apartment, when we rolled up, they were building a set for like a Wild West movie or TV show.
Yeah.
And I was really concerned about going in because people were literally hammering down pieces of wood to put the set together. And Heather said, I don't even care, we're going in. And I was like, I don't know if this is a good idea. And she ran up, she told the guy what she wanted to do, and he opened the door and we ran in.
Yeah, I mean, it's a location that's open to the public. Why would he say otherwise? There was a big sign out front that said businesses are open. And Chris, I'm like walking up trying to figure out who I can talk to and be like, hey, I want to go in there. And Chris is standing at the car.
I wasn't moving, I was a statue. I didn't want to go and mess around if people are trying to build a set. Like, I feel like I was getting in the middle of their way or something.
But the businesses are open!
I know, but I didn't want to get in their way. But they made a really cool looking set, at least while we were there, from what we could see.
Yeah.
We didn't really take many photos of that, but we did take an awesome video of Morgan's apartment. So let's check that out. So here we are at Morgan's apartment, located in Sonoy, Georgia.
Yes, this is the entrance into it.
Now, Heather took this video, and it's going to be followed by a video I took. There I am recording some things and walking around a little bit. As you can tell, this place is still fully intact.
Mm-hmm.
But what's cool is that out front, they've painted some like murals of like zombies and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's really neat. And you'll notice that there is a door on the right-hand side, and it said that it was a private residence.
And I think that might be an Airbnb.
Look, Michonne was here.
Maybe. I think it's someone's house. I think there's an Airbnb located across the street, but I could be wrong about that.
So the Michonne is here. I think that she climbed out that window.
I think so.
That was the Don't Open Dead inside.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody had painted that there. That obviously was not in the show.
Yeah.
Like, that wasn't painted in the apartment. But this is the apartment that we're walking into right now. And you can see there are boxes and things on the floor. Apparently people got married in there. Like down the street, there's a wall that says away with you. So they must have made this a full experience.
I guess.
Yeah, they must have. Now that right there is the actual mat that was featured in the show.
Yes, the welcome mat. So you'll see that they have like little signs and things throughout this place, but there wasn't anybody there to like guide us. We couldn't find anybody. They were working on a movie set out front, but there wasn't anybody there to walk us around, so we were just kind of walking ourselves around. These are things showing like other movies and things that were done right here in Georgia.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so movies that were filmed like there, like either right there or down the street or something. But obviously Walking Dead is like the biggest thing.
Yeah, at least right now.
Right. So they had a lot of weird stuff. Like I noticed like right here is like a typewriter. I don't know if that was in the episode or not. I noticed that as well. They're like little cardboard cutout pieces, which was interesting. I was just looking at the little things. Like, was there something from the show? And that's the episode name was Clear. So they must have sold that shirt.
Interesting.
So the doors that are painted there, King County, that I think that's done after the fact. I want to know what these walkers are. I want to know if these walkers were in the show or if they had something to do with the show at all, or if somebody just put them in there.
Yeah, I'd be interested in knowing that. I have the feeling that they just did it to add to the experience. Now, this chalk stuff on the walls, this is what I was talking about earlier, where it just shows you, like, the craziness that was going on inside of poor Morgan's mind. He really was having a hard time in this episode, and the apartment totally reflects that.
Well, it's funny because the walls are the way they were in the show. And Heather and I were going so crazy after we went into this apartment. We needed to know more. We watched the episode and found that it's exactly the same. It hasn't been changed. They left it on the walls. To me, that was pretty incredible.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it seems like, at least, unless it's a really, really, really good recreation.
Yes. There's a little prison cell right there, a little jail cell, and I wonder if that's from a different episode, because there was an episode, if you remember, when Morgan went and was put into like a jail cell. Do you remember that, when he was being trained?
Yes.
So I wonder if it's that from that episode, but I don't know. Clear, obviously, is written literally everywhere. There's some Molotov cocktail bottles that I guess were in the show. There's another mural in there.
Jeez, this is crazy.
I was shocked.
Can you believe this?
Yeah. Now, what I will say is it is definitely a very rundown, not taken care of place.
No, it's like they just left it. Look
Yeah.
at all the
This is
guns.
actually all that was
There,
in the show.
it smelled
Everything
weird.
written
There
all
was
over.
definitely
Oh,
like
big
some
guns.
mold and stuff for sure.
That's crazy.
It was,
So
it's wild.
my thought on this is that at one point in time, somebody ran this, and you could come up and have an experience, maybe. But like, I think the stuff on the wall was all the same. But I think there was an experience to be had up here. But something happened. Somebody dropped the ball. Maybe they're not there anymore. But I don't know. I mean, I don't know enough to say what exactly happened up here. All I know is all of this is directly from the show. At least everything on the wall.
Yeah, it's wild. I wonder if that cot is the cot that Morgan actually like laid on.
It's possible. It is very possible. I did like how they had little cardboard cutouts everywhere. I thought that was interesting.
that was funny. I think that they do have tours that will take you into there.
Like I said, I think that's possible. But the way that it's left here, it looks like it's abandoned.
It does. I don't think it is. I think that people still go up there, but maybe not. I don't know.
There's a lot of bamboo sticks lying around. You'll see them kind of against the walls and stuff. I don't know if that's supposed to represent the weapon that Morgan uses, or what.
I would imagine so, because he always has a stick.
Very interesting thing, knowing that we're Funko Pop collectors.
Are they really?
These are boxes. They must have sold Funko Pops out of this place at one point.
Maybe. It was very strange. There were little like bullet casings in the boxes too. It was just really out of place, strange, random things in this whole apartment.
There's Bicycle Girl. These are old Funko Pops. RV Walker. So this is like stuff from like the prison guard Walker. This is all from like the third, third season stuff. So it makes me wonder, did they have boxes up there, and this was like they had like selling like shirts and toys and stuff?
This is crazy.
It's just weird.
I didn't expect all this.
It was very strange, but very cool.
It was the coolest thing I've ever seen like this, ever.
Yeah.
Out of our entire trip.
Seeing if there was anything on the ceilings, but I don't see anything.
A lot of places that we went to, this was most impressive.
Here's some crutches and some bamboo-looking sticks.
And what was funny is that we weren't really directed to come here.
Like
We came
animal
up with
cages
this
and
almost
stuff
on our own.
everywhere.
Yeah. Well, I found the location and
There's
we
the
drove.
view,
And boom, there we are.
'cause they're doing like a movie here right now. It's crazy.
How amazing was that? It's the most amazing thing ever. Morgan's apartment blew my mind. Probably one of the coolest things that we did get to see during our trip to Sonoy, Georgia.
Yeah, it was definitely one of the highest things that we did on our entire trip.
Yes, I agree with that. I think it was definitely a highlight. It's something definitely you can go and check out if you're a big Walking Dead fan, or maybe you just love movie sets and TV sets. Go and check it out. It's there for you to go and rummage around through. Now, I've been told that there's a woman who handles that particular apartment, but there was no one there. There was not a single soul there to take care of the area. We just walked in. So I don't know if we were not allowed to do that. We walked in, we came, we saw, we had a great time, and that's all that matters, and I'm glad we did it.
Yeah, you know, If it were up to you, we would have turned around and went back to our Airbnb.
Probably.
Aren't you glad that I'm very assertive?
I'm very happy about that, Heather. Guys, what'd you think about Morgan's apartment from The Walking Dead? Even if you don't like the show, it was a really, really cool place, and we would love to hear your thoughts on it. Let us know all of that and more in the comment section down below. Guys, remember as always, we're on together, yes! We will catch you next time!
Bye!